Ooh, Dolores. I'm watching you, Dolores. I'm not blinking, Dolores. Hello, hi, welcome to a new video. I'm Jacques. This is Mr. Pink Ink, and today we are going to be reading part 2 of The Blood and Moonlight. My apologies. The Blood and Moonlight Duology, Silence and Shadow by Erin Beaty. Before we go on to this one, please do go and check my part 1 video where I read part 1. I will link it up in the cards above and in the description box below. So do go check that out, because that's where we're going to pick up. Because everything else now will be spoilers in case you haven't read that. My apologies in advance. Do go and check that out. Do go and read book 1, and then we can read book 2. Okay. Also, this is my last book of the Magical Readathon spring semester for April. It is currently the 25th of April. Also, problems is that I've got a whole week of Comic-Con, 5 days, and when that's done, it's May. So, don't know where I'm going to get the time. Also have my second nephew coming today, so that's going to be great. Okay. End of the update, catch up now. What happened in book 1? Book 1 is so good. You guys, I highly recommend. I actually do recommend it. It's more fantasy than romance. I think they just... whatever. I think romantasy is just a scam, but it's fine. We meet Catherine and we meet Simon, okay? And they fall in love. Gomez boy, yada yada yada. But they meet during an investigation of a murder, which Catherine is kind of aware of, and then she was trying to hide something from the investigator of the what. And they work closely together, so they fell in love. And then people that worked with her, and she works in construction, but in the kind where she goes and crawls through and checks all the stress points and makes sure that you can continue the building and that all the it's not going to fall and break, etc., because lives are at stake. And she has sort of an unknown background, so she gets some magic and it awakens up in her, and she figures out how to use it, and then she finds that she has people similar, so she tries to connect to them, but in the meantime the killer is obsessed with her as well. So yeah, it's good. What happens is she saves the day, of course, but people being jealous and not having to please explain, and with no good deed being unpunished, we are banished. But Simon chooses to go with her, so that's great. That's where we are. Okay, at the end of the story now. Please read part 1. Watch part 1. Part 1 is fabulous. It's fabulous. It's got so many things going for it. Now, I've also seen on Instagram with a mutual that they are currently reading this one and they are loving it more than the first one. I hope so. Look, as long as it's good. As long as it's good. Yeah, okay. The synopsis is: in a world of murder and dangerous magic, love is about to be tested. Isn't it always? Forced to flee for their lives after an explosive confrontation with a depraved killer, Catherine and Simon have arrived in the sprawling city of Londinium, where Cat looks forward to honing her moon-driven magic at the local Stellene University. Instead, she is met by a dangerous threat, a council of ruthless leaders with their eyes on Simon. Terrified, Cat must take desperate steps to protect him, and when a string of mutilated bodies turns up in the woods, Cat is pulled back into a world of murder, mayhem, and a magic that threatens to swallow her and everything else she loves whole. dot dot dot. Ooh. You know, how can you go wrong with a plot? But then again, okay. But anyway, I'm super stoked for this. I absolutely have to know what's going on. I'm reading it rather late. I do have a week, but not. And I've got so many videos to make. But anyway, here we go. It's here. It's here. It's here. Okay, hi. So it is just 8 p.m. It's 8:02 p.m. My nephew has arrived, and spent time with his mum and grandmom, and with him. And now that his dad came home, had to make supper and so on and so forth. So I haven't been reading. Let's be honest. I'm currently 3 chapters in. And already our heroine has tried to be a hero and nearly got herself killed. I mean, because she's that guy. She's that guy. So now they found a place. It's the first day in London, and they found a night, thanks to the help of the policeman. And they're going to go and register at the university the next day. So that's where we are. So yeah, it's like it's like I really jumped right back into that story. It's so cool. It's so cool. Okay, bye. Hey, hello, just a quick updates as far as we got. I am 120 pages in, and I'm loving it. I've been telling you. So they got into the university, both of them. He can study in the day, she can study at night, but they have to pose as married. So they are married now, and so on and so forth. They haven't done anything married couples do, so that's something, I suppose. But yeah, it's interesting, and we're learning stuff, and there's murders. So, and they're investigating, and someone's investigating, and Catherine is autopsying because she's learning and stuff. So they've been dragged in. It's really cool. I'm really loving it. I can't wait to read more. I haven't read much. It is, like 7 p.m. on the 26th. I've had a day of getting things sorted out so I can go do Comic-Con for 5 days. I still have a problem with my costume because this is the place been to have and it sucks. Let's see what I can come up with in the next 2 days. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to see how much more I can read, and then I've got to prep for tomorrow, and then tomorrow is going to be a day. I don't know if I'll get any reading done in the next 5 days, but I'll try. Are you in Cape Town? Are you going to Comic-Con Cape Town? Did you go to Comic-Con Cape Town? Because this will probably be up after Comic-Con, so let me know down in the comments below. Thanks. Goodbye, see you. Good morning, it's Sunday, and today is day 2 of Comic-Con, and it's a work day, and I just want to quickly give you an update on where we are. I'm on page 183. I didn't get much reading done, but the writing is amazing, and the author has created a sense of expectation, and I don't know, it's just like you're waiting for something to happen because there is something happen. There's just things are happening. It's like you're waiting for what's happening because I don't know. The author had just threaded that sense through her writing. She did it in book 1. She's doing it in book 2. Also, what did I want to say? Yeah, I saw online somewhere about an article that says when you write dialogue for writers, um, you need to ensure that you create engaging dialogue. And I know that that was, well, makes sense because, I mean, who wants to read a boring conversation, right? So, I mean, I always thought that, Terry Pratchett was an expert at that because the conversations in his books are ridiculous. Okay. Even mundane conversations are engaging. Okay. So, yeah, I don't know what to say. The writing is amazing. Okay, amazing. I'm absolutely loving it. Um, I can't wait to read more. I just don't have the time. So, yeah, let's see if I get some time today. See you later. Bye. It's Comic Con Day 3. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Hello, hi, just a quick update. It is the 30th of April. It is Tuesday. And it is day 4 of Comic Con. It's a work day for me and tomorrow as well. And we are on page 303 of Silence and Shadow by Erin Beaty. And we still have this much to go. I do hope I'm able to finish by midnight, but if not, there is still a few hours before those forms close for that, so that's cool. So there is a little bit of grace time. So even if I finish on Wednesday, it should be fine. So it is amazing. This is so much. The she's with the people, the Selenite people, and she is fascinating them because she's very, very, very powerful. Okay, and they want to study her, and they are doing things to her and Simon, like trying to keep them apart. But in the meantime, there's this murder that they're solving, and it's so awesome. And Catherine has found by herself. She's found who the killer is, and she's just spoken about it to someone else, and she's found out that they also know who the killer is. And it's like and so there's not like a double standard happening, and there's like backstabbing, and it's all my heart bleeds for her shame, but it's awesome. The story is fantastic. The characters are fantastic. The writing is love it. I'm absolutely loving it. So let's see. It should be quiet this morning at Comic Con, so we'll get to read. Okay, bye. Hello, hi. It is just after 8 p.m. and I'm really tired and I need to take a nap. Today I did not go to Comic Con. They didn't need me. They phoned me and I said, okay, cool, because I'm actually tired. So I got to read and read and read. Now so far. Okay, I've got about 60 or so pages left. But I'm tired, so I'm gonna take a nap. If I, don't wake up before midnight, it's fine. It's fine. It'll still be midnight in America, well before midnight in America, so it's okay. Ha 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 ha. I am 8 hours ahead. Ha ha ha. 6 to 8 to 9 hours, so this is amazing. It's really good. Full of intrigue and drama and backstabbing and mystery, and there's crime and there's murder and there's magic. It's awesome. I love it, but I'm tired, so Okay, bye. So for the second day in a row, I wasn't needed and I was cancelled. So I had time to finish Silence and Shadow by Erin Beaty. I came outside because my house is cold. It's the 9 dark months of the year. House is very, very cold until middle of summer, and then it's warm. So I came outside to get some of the warmth because it's very cold, and we have construction people or road workers, whatever, that side. So I apologize for all the noise if you hear any. It was all quiet until I pressed the record button. I kid you not. Of course, I have a headache. I'm trying to nip that in the bud. Anyway, ek is klaar. I am done, and I highly recommend this duology. I really do. I really do. So, Kat has some friends in unexpected places, and of course enemies where she least expected them to be, and what seems like things that are deterring them was actually trying to help them in like a roundabout way. It's very intriguing. I love the plot. I love how it twists and turns in the intrigue side. I don't like what they did to poor Catherine and Simon, but they are together again, happy, yay. And things worked out with now 4 stars, absolutely 4 stars from me. 4 stars, 4.5 for the entire duology. There's so much going on. The first book I did enjoy more than the second, although the writing is more, and the characters are fantastic, and I love great characters. I loved the character growth. I loved how her magic grew with her, how she became her own person, and despite being pulled in multiple directions as to who she is supposed to be and what she is supposed to do. I love how she fought all the way for Simon, and how Simon fought all the way for her. Because people are unbelievers and haters will hate, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. This is pretty cool. This is even better. Together they are chef's kiss. Chef's kiss. So I do recommend them. Is this romantasy? Yes it is. Am I a fan of romantasy? No, I'm not. Again, it depends on the amount of fantasy to romance ratio. Okay, if there's more fantasy than romance, then it's fantasy, and I'm down for that. If there's more romance, if the focus is on the romance, and then the fantasy is just like, oh, I'm a werewolf, and oh, I'm a vampire, or whatever, then no. That's not what I'm in for. This is fantasy for me. It's classified as romantasy because of the love between Catherine and Simon. I understand that, but for me, it's not romantasy because that is all gura gara motorkara and all sorts of things, and I'm not comfortable with smut in my books. Sorry, I don't know why, but I am that way. Do absolutely go and get this duology. Book 1, book 2. Check out, oh, wrong side, and my review for book 1. And yeah, go get yourself a copy. Whether you love fantasy or romantasy, there's thriller in here as well. So, you know, it's thriller, it's intrigue, it's suspense, it's a no, it's not a whodunit, but it's awesome. There's magic, and there's cultural differences. There's a lot going on for this, a lot to recommend. The writing, my guys, the writing is just incredible, and it's just so nice to read. Highly recommend this. Thank you so much for watching this with me. I don't know what I'm gonna read next to make a video with, but we'll see what that turns out. This is also, again, just a reminder, my last book for Magical Readathon. That completes my my spell sword. Almost was going to say card spell again, lol. My spell sword for April, and now we get to go exploring again on our own and do some stuff. So thank you, bye from Cape Town, see you in the next one. Mwah.